Guys, quick and dirty update on what's happening in the XRP. As you can see up here, we are breaking certain lines, but not all of the lines. And let me show you what I actually wrote on Twitter not so long ago. Reminder that XRP still haven't broken the parabolic move. This was a parabolic move towards upside, and right now these are the same lines that I'm showing you right now. But what you're gonna see here on the chart is that we are actually breaking this move up towards upside. Now, important thing to notice, this is 4-hourly time frame. It really does not matter in the long term what's going to happen with XRP. Right now we are sitting on this support up here. If this support breaks, I would expect it to break as well, but it can also go towards upside up here. But I'm expecting this line up here, which is very, very important line, this trend over here, to actually hold, because we got 1, 2, 3 touches on this line towards upside. Over here, this was just this immediate intermediate trend towards upside. It actually broke towards downside. Over here there is this slight line up here, which is not actually that important, but it is important in the short term. And the big line up here is actually down here, this line up here. So are we gonna do this move up here towards upside? Are we gonna just bounce up here and continue making this new trend over here? That that depends. But right now the important thing to notice is that we are on the line and we are looking to actually break this line towards upside. Let's zoom in a little bit up here on the small time frames up here and see what's actually happening. And what you're gonna notice here is that we have some kind of channel happening up here on the line. I'm not gonna be very exact with the channel, but there is some kind of channel up here that's slightly going towards downside over here. Now these slightly going towards downside channels up here tend to break towards the upside, especially in some kind of bullish trend. Now, important thing to note is that Bitcoin is still bullish. I've seen a lot of people talking about 29k Bitcoin is gonna go down to 10k, whatever. Do not believe that, guys. We on this channel are the only channel that know how to do TA. 99% out there do not know how to do TA. That said, and this is a big statement, I know that, but we know how to do TA. This has a big chance to break right now towards upside up here. It's hitting on this line up here, it's sitting in this channel. Now, if it does break towards downside, which it actually might do, I'm still thinking that this channel might actually hold. So I don't see actually move all the way down here, because this channel doesn't, if you're gonna hit this bottom line down here, it's gonna be a quick move to right back inside the channel, or you're just gonna, go zigzag up here until it hits the line over here somewhere and then go towards the upside. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. So you can see up here, this move towards downside up here is not actually that bearish. And this, if this was any kind of parabolic move, these parabolic moves tend to break really, really fast towards downside. But this only happens in some kind of bearish markets, bearish trends. We are not in a bearish market. We are not in a bearish trend. We are actually going up above certain very important levels of resistance, and this might actually go towards the upside. Now, why do I say that we are one of the very few channels that know how to do TA? Because when we were down here, if you remember, there was this line up here that I was explaining to people. That's very, very important level in a rising channel to hold. We went back inside the channel, which was also one of these theories that could actually play out. Go back in the there was a rising wedge up here, go back inside the wedge, then outside again and towards the upside. So when we came outside up here, we are hoping this is just going to hold the support line up here and continue towards the upside. Did not do that. It went down, retested something down here, and then explode towards the upside, retest the channel second time, and then explode towards the upside and went up. So this was actually a very, very bullish move. We already knew here, down here, that this big move towards the upside is coming and is going to happen. So what's happening up here, you can say that this technically is some kind of a bull flag up here that's going to continue towards upside, but there is nothing bearish, technically very bearish on the charts. It looks very nice. The question is just how far down, how much is going to pull back before it continues the rally, because there is right now nothing on the charts that is telling us right now that this might actually pull big time towards downside. If you look at this over here, like this over here, we are a little bit extended from the 10 moving average, but we just might do a small move up here and then continue towards upside. If you see big moves towards downside down here, there's definitely this 10 moving average that can actually hold us and continue towards upside up here. I'm still keeping the bullish sentiment up here, even though this channel up here, even though this channel can actually go a little bit longer towards the downside, there is this very, very important level of support line that needs to be held, right? Only when this line down here gets broken towards downside, that you can say that this uptrend is actually finished, right? So the uptrend is still in full effect. The uptrend over here is still in full effect. It's only when we break this up here that we are looking for some kind of consolidation down here, bigger consolidation, because this over here right now is doing nothing beside consolidating up here, maybe a little bit more to move towards downside over here in this channel up here, and then continuing towards the upside. I'm still very much bullish on XRP. If you look at a weekly time frame up here, what you're gonna notice up here is right now we are above 200 moving average. So certain consolidation up here above the 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. We still have 2 days on this candle, but certain soon, you know, consolidation up here above the 200 moving average might actually come. You can see all these moving averages all the way on the, below us. We are right now, you know, trying to, you know, close above this level up here. You can see up here that price right now is just below that that price, so we're trying to close above this previous high up here, and we are still technically speaking in accumulation zone over here. So I would say accumulation zone over here for XRP is all the way down here, but this up here, you know, it's only when we get above this level up here, start closing, consolidating, that the big moves are gonna come. Whether XRP did, you know, this big move is already finished or not, from the bottom towards top, this is a 64% move, so some kind of consolidation needs to happen, right? Some kind of consolidation needs to happen, and you can see up here it can actually fall down because it's below 10-20 moving average, but nothing is right now telling us that this move is by any means, you know, done, right? Consolidation, yes. Big move not done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if you have been watching the last two XRP videos, we called every single move. Very nice. Everything looks good. XRP did pump. It came all the way up here, and you can go watch the previous channel. We were actually thinking it can go all the way up to you know, 0.6. It didn't come all the way up there, but you know, it came pretty close. And oftentimes these things do that. You have some kind of very important level of resistance. It doesn't come all the way to the resistance, but comes very, very close and pulls back, right? So this over here, I would say, is just you know, just consolidation phase after this big move towards downside. It might actually pull back a little bit more towards downside up here, although I do not, you know, I'm not that big believer of this very big move towards downside. It can happen, but overall, long term, it will go towards upside a lot higher than it is right now, because it's already started happening, guys. It already started happening, especially if you look at a weekly time frame, because this down here, this major accumulation zone is done. It's pretty much over. Right now, the only thing the price is trying to do is get above the previous high up here. That's the only thing it's trying to do. Accumulation phase over. Price is doing well. It had a 64% pump. Some kind of consolidation needs to happen, and after that, I do not, you know, we gotta assume it's gonna continue towards upside, because Bitcoin is not done just yet, and altcoin season hasn't started yet. But I do see that, you know, altcoins are getting ready for the big move towards upside. Thank you for watching, guys. That's what I see on XRP right now. You know, hit the like button on the way out. I'll see you around. Bye bye.